Good afternoon and welcome to the channel, The Vaping Piper. Yeah, you noticed the title of this video. We're gonna try today two blends. One of them actually is one of my favorite Virginia-based tobacco, and that is of course the Orlik Golden Slice. Now this is from the US, this tin that I already opened and put it in a jar right over here. Yeah, and this one is from Europe, from Germany to be precise, and this is a sealed tin. Both are 100 gram. Now up till now I buy my Orlik from the US or from Europe. And in fact, as I normally try a blend on a video the first time, so you get the impression, what do I think of it? First impression counts. With this one, the Orlik, I already recorded a video on a gorgeous Sunday morning in my garden, and I just enjoyed that blend very much, and reflected in the video as well. So it was in the queue because I've got quite a few videos before the Orlik, and it was meant to be uploaded when the time comes for the Orlik to be published. But well, here comes the twist. Now you can get Orlik in the UK on GQ Tobaccos. Now in the US and Europe you can get them in 100 gram tins, and that is my preferred. They say the 100 gram tins is a bit tastier for some reason. I'm not sure. Could you verify that? I'm not sure. But you can get them in only 50 gram tins. Yeah, so I'm looking now on GQ Tobacco. You know what? By the edit, I'll show you a snapshot of the page I'm looking at, and 1969. But next to the Orlik, you see what there is? Another Orlik Vintage. And this one I ordered in the UK, as you can see, all this crazy, yeah. Anyway, the Orlik Vintage. Now you see the difference between the US labeling and the UK. The German is very similar to the UK, but at least this is in German. So what I decided is I'm gonna scrap that video and review the two blends on this video. As the coming weekend is the extended weekend, the Easter holidays, I thought, you know what, we'll have a bit of a longer video, but it's something that I'm sure might interest quite a few, because a lot of people, sorry about that, yeah, it happens, I'm in a working environment. Yeah, so that's why I decided to try them both. So a lot of people love the Orlik Golden Slice. I mean, it's a legend, really. And now this Vintage, I'm not sure if it's a new blend by Orlik Golden Slice or it's just new to the UK, because I tried to search for it, and even on tobacco reviews it hasn't come up yet, any description of the Orlik Vintage. So I decided, you know what, let's jump the queue. I had quite a few reviews before the Orliks, but this is a special occasion because I really enjoyed the Golden Slice, and I really wanted to know what is the Vintage all about and how does it compare. So I've got two very nice briar pipes. I was debating which pipes to use, but I decided I'm going to use it both from LCS Briars. One is my Polka, beautiful Polka, and the other one is no less beautiful in a different shape or form. Right, this is a 9mm filter and this is a 6mm, but I'm going to use it without a filter. So before we get down to it, let's talk about the blends. Right, so I'll bring up now on the screen, let me just bring it up. We'll go first for the Orlik. We'll try the Orlik Golden Slice first. And now there is a bit of a controversy about the blend itself, the Orlik Golden Slice. Is it pure Virginia or is it Virginia with Perique? Well, since I smoked this already quite a few times, I 100% sure there is a bit of Perique in there, to my taste buds and my palate. So let's bring up on the screen now what they describe it as. A blend of golden, fully ripe Virginia leaves from traditional districts of the United States, and a smidgen of Perique. Natural sweetness and freshness with hints of citrus. Yeah, more than that, it's quite fruity. Notes: previous edits to this blend have averred that a dispute exists whether or not Golden Slice contains Perique. It does. Okay, this is on Smoking and Tobacco Reviews. Please know that the website stanglenpipes.com states on its Orlik page that certain of its blends, including Golden Slice, contain fully ripe Virginia and a little Perique. So I was right. When I first smoked this and I recorded that review on that gorgeous Sunday, I definitely tasted spiciness there. Yeah, so that is the Orlik Golden Slice. So before we go to the vintage, let's try it. One more thing, let me just show you on not this page, on Tobacco Reviews, how they describe the Golden Slice. So you got here blend type Virginia Perique, flake cut. Well, it is cut flake. Yep. So I've got already in the tin, and you can see it is cut flake, and the smell is divine. Now I haven't reviewed yet one of my most favorite. I reviewed. I haven't uploaded my most all-time favorite vapors, Virginia Perique blends, the Salty Dogs. We'll come up quite shortly. We're getting to it. Wow, what a vapor! What a Virginia Perique blend, and that beautiful plug. The Orlik is just a tad less fruitier, but very close. And since then I've tried a few more blends by other tobacconists that come close. But so far, the Salty Dogs is king in my eyes when it comes to Virginia and Perique blends. But let's see how the vintage comes close to that. This is very close. So the smell. The first thing that hits you is that fruitiness, that apricot mainly, yeah. A bit of grassiness, a bit of fresh hay, a sweet note, nearly like honey note sweetness. Yeah, so mainly fruity, apricot type dried fruitiness, a bit of hay, bit of grass. I can't smell the spiciness, but you do taste it. Yeah, smells really, really nice. Now, what I've done is I shredded a bit. This is a sealed tin. Yeah, because I just got it yesterday and I didn't have time to do the video yesterday, and I said today, my lunch break, 1:30, I said I gotta try it. So which pipe should we use for the Golden Slice? Well, let's try the poker. So we'll pack the bowl. Now this is exciting because first of all, I love all tobacco blends, but certain blends I really like, and those I stock up. I've got quite a few of those. I'm a bit ashamed to say how many, but yeah, let's keep it to myself. Anyway, I got quite a few, and I really, really enjoyed this blend. So when it came up, the vintage, and I heard that it's available in the UK, well, it was no brainer. So what I've done is I ordered a few tins, and if I like it, I'll order more. I'm sure I like it because we'll read the flavor profile on it, and yeah, you'll know why I like it. Yeah, we'll come to it after this. So let's light up and see what the Orlik Golden Slice is all about. Right. Where's my tamper? Ah, Wow. I just love this blend. I'll be honest with you, I smoke it quite regularly. It is a delicious, I won't call it full-on vapor. I will call it a pure Virginia with a smidget of Perique, the way they describe it. And that Perique, it makes himself notice there and then. Now, would you believe that I heard that someone said that there is even a Burley in there in a very small amount to give it a bit nuttiness? Well, I do taste the nuttiness in here, but I always thought it's coming from the Virginia. First thing that you taste is that fruitiness. It is a lovely, it's got a bit of the citrusy, the Virginia classic. You know, like a tangy note. You taste a bit the nuttiness here that is coming, in my opinion, from the Virginia. But if there is a Burley here, well, it's a delicious, slight nuttiness here. But what makes this blend is the fruitiness of it. It's not an aromatic, it's the leaf itself. Delicious Virginia leaf. And not only that, you know, I always say good vapor blends, the Perique is there to support the Virginia, not to overpower it. In a good vapor blend, like the Salty Dogs, for instance, what comes forth is the Virginia. The Perique is there to give you that delicious, spicy, raisiny, fig, plum type of floral spiciness. With the Golden Slice, it is so minute. Retro inhale it, you taste it more, but it is just there. It shouldn't be a pure Virginia. It is there to give it a bit of body, a bit of spice, a bit of interest that I very much enjoy. I love pure Virginias, but in a way I prefer vapors. I do like that spicy note that gives me that raisiny, you know, that floral spiciness to it. Some call it dark fruit. So that dried fruitiness of the Virginia, when you smell the jar, the tin, does come across in the blend itself. In addition, oh, this lovely smell. Obviously the smell of the tin is a lot more pronounced in the fruitiness, but when you smoke it, you do taste that fruitiness there. And a sweet note. Just smell the honey smell. Maybe they put a midget of honey here as well. I don't know, but there is a very nice, delicious sweet note to it. Really nice. Really, really nice. The Orlik Golden Slice is, oh, for heaven's sake, not again. Sorry, I'm gonna have to put you on hold again. The guy in the edit is gonna have to work all this out. Sorry about that again. Anyway, the Golden Slice is one of my favorite, and I know that is a favorite by many, many Virginia lovers. But for me, as I said, what makes this blend so tasty is that fruitiness. Although it's not as fruity as the Salty Dogs, which is right up there, this is very close to it. And also, I think on the Salty Dogs, you taste a bit more the Perique, just a tad more. Here, the Perique is way back, but it does add so much to the general structure of this blend. As for Burley, if there is a Burley here, it is even less than the Perique. I don't think there is a Burley here. You do get the nuttiness from the Virginia. But I've seen somewhere I read about it that there is some Burley here. Maybe I've seen it on tobacco reviews. Come to the vintage, we'll see that there is, I think, a Burley in there. Okay, so let's recap before we taste now the vintage. The Golden Slice is smooth, creamy smooth, not vanilla creamy, but smooth, no tongue bite whatsoever. And I do not have a filter in here, and it's a short stem, no tongue bite whatsoever. So it's creamy smooth with a delicious dried fruitiness to it. A bit of nutty, a bit of breadiness, a bit of hay, grassy, classic Virginia, good quality. And a touch of that floral spiciness from the Perique that, in my opinion, makes this blend so tasty. So they cleverly added a smidgen of Perique. Okay, I don't want this video to take too long. I know it's an extended weekend, but still. Right, so this is the Orlik Golden Slice. Now what we're going to do is, that's what I was looking forward to, for the vintage. So let's bring up on the screen, what is the vintage all about? So if you go to GQ Tobacco, let's go now there and click on vintage. And let's see product description, very short. Fully matured, I won't bring that to the screen, I'll bring you something else to the screen. Fully matured Virginia tobaccos are the base of this mellow flake cut tobacco. As with Orlik Golden Slice, the tobacco is pressed into cakes. Orlik Vintage flake then remains under pressure to allow greater infusion of the leaf in the cake until it is fully matured. The longer maturing process allows the flavors of the leaf to blend together, giving an even smoother, mellower smoking experience, enjoyable any day, any time of the day. It's tiny letters, very difficult to read without my reading glasses. So now I'll bring up to the screen a description of this blend that one of the guys who does the edit left me on in the folder. I have no idea where he got it from, but let's read it. And I'll bring it now to the screen. Right, the Orlik Vintage Pipe Tobacco is a blend of premium aged Virginia with a pinch of Perique / Burley. No mention of that on GQ Tobacco. And no added flavoring. There is some debate as whether there is Burley or Perique in the blend, as I said on the Golden Slice. But this component adds a subtle spice note to the blend. This pipe tobacco is created using the same blend as Orlik Golden Slice, but is left cooking in the press for significantly longer. This produces a slightly darker and smoother smoking tobacco. The premium Virginias are smooth, sweet and creamy with grassy citrus notes which are complemented by a subtle hint of spice every now and again. Exactly the way I described it. They don't mention that fruit, the dried fruitiness, nearly apricot and the like. Thinly sliced into flakes, Orlik Vintage is widely regarded as one of the best Virginia flakes on the market. So it seems here that it's been on the market. I never heard of it. Okay, this naturally sweet and spicy. The blend is light to medium in terms of its strength and nicotine content, with a pleasant room note. This mixture burns cool and smooth with absolutely no bite. That I can vouch when I was smoking the Golden Slice. So I am not 100% sure if this blend is available Or is this a new thing, or is it a reproduction? If you can leave me in the comments, I'll appreciate that very much. But for me, it is definitely brand new. So that's the main thing, right? And we'll try it. There we go. So, ooh, nice. So this came in this form, you see, the cut flake type. And this comes like this. Well, I think it's going to be actual flake. Ready? Yeah, gorgeous look. Oh, wow. Gorgeous looking flakes. Oh, I love this. Yeah. Let's smell the golden. A bit fruitier in my opinion, and a bit richer. Let me smell it among his old. Maybe this was maturing a bit in the jar for longer, I'm not sure, but this was in a vacuum tin. Hard to tell the difference now. As I left the jar open a bit, the intensity of the fruitiness is gone. So you taste now that the leaf, hard to tell the difference really. I thought for a minute that was fruitier, but never mind. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now take out a bit and I'll give it a good shredding. And while that is drying up just a little bit, we'll see what else we can talk about it. I don't want it to relight a million times, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so this is it's Perique and Burley to it as well, but on GQ Tobacco, as we've seen, is no mention of it at all. Yeah, that's it. Does it have any other? That's it. It doesn't say. So, well, we'll give it a go and we'll see what the difference between them. But this is definitely gorgeous looking flakes. Yeah. So now we're going to try my other LCS briars, and then this time we're going to put in a filter. This is a 9mm, so no option. Yeah, I could use the adapter, but I've got so many filters, might as well use a filter. Shouldn't make a difference to the flavor, to be honest with you. Some people say, yeah, reduces a bit, but I don't think so, unless you have a filter that has been used and you never took it out and sort of became soggy, and yeah, that'll make a massive difference to the flavor. Right, so let's try the Orlik Vintage now. Just as smooth, if already it is a bit more mellow. Very smooth, wow, silk. That fruitiness is coming through, I think, a tad more than the Golden Slice. And that Perique is even milder, I think, than on the Golden Slice. Yeah, it's certainly I think it's more Virginia. Well, less Perique than the original. The only way to find out. I don't think the filter is the one that is making it so mellow. It's the blend. The Orlik Golden Slice is a bit more potent, a bit more bolder. And Vintage is, I think, a bit mellower. Yeah, I think so. That fruitiness is coming through beautifully. But I don't notice as much the spicy Perique as much as on the Golden Slice and the red one. Now I tasted a bit that Perique. It's again a very delicious floral spice note that came through, but I think there was less Perique in the Vintage, or maybe because of that long process, it sort of mellowed it. But the Virginia, in my opinion, is the whole blend is a bit smoother, sort of mellow in a way. Yeah, there is a bit of that Perique in there. I wonder if that debate between the two and the Orlik Golden Slice is on the Vintage as well. Delicious blend, just as the Orlik is, but I think just a bit more mellow. And sort of, if there is such a thing as smoother, because this is very smooth, but this is silky smooth. And the fruitiness, that dried fruitiness, that tangy, the same, it's basically the same. But in a way, I find the Perique is less pronounced on the Vintage than on the Golden, on this one here. So that is the difference in my palate. Notice more the Perique here, less here. But all the other characteristics of the delicious Orlik Golden Slice is very much evident in the Vintage. Just mellow, silky mellow, smooth. Maybe that is, as I said, the process has mellowed it. Yeah. Giving it an even smoother, mellow smoking experience, assume, versus the Golden Slice, the Orlik, the red one. Well, I'd love to hear your views if you're going to smoke the both blends. What do you think? To my palate, I taste more the Perique on the red. And a bit, not as silky smooth as the Vintage, but very smooth as well. I feel it's a bit bolder in a way. Is it to do with the filter? I doubt that. Maybe I should have used the filter here as well. Never mind. definitely mellow and smoother. So, well, what can I say? That fruity, the apricot, the dried fruitiness comes lovely into both blends. The Virginia is a delicious Virginia, the right amount of tanginess to it, grassiness, bit of bready, delicate nutty. It says Burley, I'm not sure again. Whatever categorizes a supreme quality Virginia is both blends. The only difference to my taste buds is that let's call this red. So like this, we don't get the red Orlik is got a bit more pronounced that delicious Perique, that spicy floral note to it. That also gives in a way a bit of a sweet note to it as well. Yeah, the dark fruit, sweet note, floral forward slash. On the vintage, it's a bit less on the Perique, or maybe that process has mellowed the Perique down. But still, you get whiffs of it, and that adds a bit that it's not 100% pure Virginia. And in my book, that is a good thing. Although I do love pure Virginias. But as I said before, the Perique adds a dimension of interest. It adds a bit of color to the blend, you know, a bit of spice. We all need a bit of spice in life, right? Well, yeah, I would love to hear your views on this. Now, I'm just wondering, if I put in Google Orlik Vintage, I'm just wondering if this blend has been around, or I'm the only one who doesn't know about it, or what. Well, I'm not sure myself, to be honest. Let's have a look. Enter Orlik Vintage. Why does it come up? Photos here. Okay, you could get it on as well Miss Moran's. Oh, I think they're based in Ireland. That's it. So, well, I need to do a bit more searching, but it looks to me that not many people have got it. Let's have a look at Miss Moran's website. So it's missmorans.co.uk, yeah. That description that I read you before on the vintage is on Miss Moran's. That's where he got it from. And over here, it is £20.10. So on GQ Tobacco, it is, well, a few pennies less. Okay, so recap. Both are gorgeous Virginia-based blends, delicious. If you love Virginias, you will love them both. If you've got the Orlik, the red one here, you would like to see what the vintage is all about? I highly recommend it because it's got the added smooth mellowness to it, without compromising on all those delicious fruity, grassy, whatever I described it before. I think the Perique is there in equal measures like on the Orlik, the red one, but I think over that process has mellowed it, and therefore you don't taste that spiciness as much, or maybe that spiciness mellowed. Either way, you taste a lot more the Virginia, which is very similar to the Orlik, but in a sense smoother, mellower, rather than richer. I thought it would be richer, but it is rather mellow and smoother and very pleasant smoking experience. Right, I don't want this review to take too long, okay, because I'm going to be repeating myself here. So yeah, I'll end it with that to say that both are delicious. I'm going to study this vintage a bit more. I'm going to smoke it now after I finish my recording. But both are very highly recommended. If you've got this, try this, and you tell me what you think the differences are. But now the big thing is that you can get them both on UK website. Albeit the price is a bit higher, of course. Yeah, in the US and in Europe it's cheaper. But at least you can get it next day delivery. So, horses for courses. And it won't get stopped in customs. I need to go on to smoking pipes to see if this vintage is available, but I don't want to do it now on video. Yeah, but you can do it on your own time and your own leisure to find out where else can you get it if you live in the US or in Europe. Right, so this was my video of today. I hope it was interesting and beneficial, informative to you. On both counts, that you can get it in the UK and the differences between the two blends. I want to wish you all a lovely extended weekend and yeah, enjoy the holidays with your blends and whatever you're planning to do. And I hope the weather holds for UK. In the UK, it should be a nice weather and we'll all be able to enjoy the extended weekend. So the review that was meant to be before is Eileen's Dream Cigarellos, which I recorded the review. It is wow. So that hopefully will be the next video. So yeah, so I'll see you soon on that video. Until then, take care. As I said, enjoy your weekend. Bye bye for now.